Today we're going to start adding some of our effects onto our lightsaber video that we filmed yesterday. Again, it should have been about 10 seconds, and we're going to add the solid shape on top of our lightsaber today. We're not going to start adding the color or glow until after we finish this. But so my video that Mr. Beatty took for me yesterday, it didn't work when I tried to put it into After Effects, so that means I had to upload it to YouTube, and then you can go ahead and convert it to MP4 if you go to keepvid.com, which you might remember. You're going to put the link in there, and then you'll be able to download it. So once you've done that, you're going to go to After Effects. You need a new composition. I'm going to pick a new composition, and then I'm going to add my video, which is going to be right here. I named it Lightsaber. Drag it into the top left, and then you're going to drag it again to the bottom left. And so there's my video. It doesn't quite fit with the screen, so I'm going to drag it. If you want to keep the ratio, hold down the shift key and then drag. So there we are. If you didn't use the green screen effect, that's fine. But we'll update the green screen effect and add sound effects in Premiere later after we finish the effects in After Effects. So the first thing we're going to do once we get it on there, I'm going to right click in the bottom left hand corner, new solid. You're going to make a solid over it. You're going to click where it says color. It's probably going to be black at the time, but just go and click on it, change it to white or something like that where there's a big contrast of color. Click OK and OK. Then we're going to grab the pen tool right here. And if you remember from when we use the pen tool with like Illustrator, whenever you click and drag, you make it have like a curve. Well, we don't want a curve. We want it to be straight edges. That means you click and let go, like click, click. And then finally, you're going to close it off. It should be a nice rectangle. Doesn't matter if it looks perfect at all yet. Then we're going to go over to Selection Tool, click and drag this down so it lines up with what we're working with. And then we can change the opacity as well, once I get this kind of lined up, by clicking on this little arrow and then go into Transform, click on Opacity, and I'm going to hit the down arrow to make it less, like maybe like 60 or so. It's up to you. And then I'm going to click off, and you'll see it's more opaque, so it's easier to see through it a little bit. Then we are going to be ready to do our mask. The way we're going to do our mask is also under the solid, is under mask, click on the arrow, then open up this another arrow right here, and then you need mask path shape. And when you're going to click on the little icon of the timer, and that's going to add the mask. Then to go to the next, see we're on the very first frame. And remember, if you remember correctly, each second has 30 frames. So to go to the next frame, you can click hit the page down button. It's right over by your arrow keys. So when I hit page down, it goes to the very next one. And once I'm in the next one, I click, well, if it moves the whole thing like this, click off of it and then start trying to drag. Just take some time. Like I said, this is not hard, but it's a little tedious. So just take your time with it. I'm going to hit page down again to go to the next frame. I'm going to click and drag. So it should be fun. And that is what we're going to be working on today. And if you're having issues, let me know. We can do some troubleshooting. But this should take probably a couple days to finish all the frames. So there it is. Let me rewind it so you can see kind of what it's going to look like. See, it works a little bit. So it should be good once we get them all done.